Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ellie Witch Lady, and today I'm going to be showing you a haul of bits and bobs that I got from Glastonbury. So I did promise this video. As you saw the other week, I posted up my adventures and sights and sounds and everything of Glastonbury. So anyway, yeah, so this is the whole part of that sort of video, I suppose. I don't know, this is its own separate video really, but anyway, so yeah, so without any further ado, I shall just get straight on with that, and thanks very much for watching. So for the first part of this haul video, I'm going to be showing you bits and bobs that I got from a shop called Starchild, and I mainly got herbs and candles from there. So the first thing that I got when I went in there was these candles. So I'm just going to open them. They're still wrapped up from when I was there. Let's just give them an open. And these are lovely, by the way. They look almost phallic, but that aside, I got these candles. They're kind of bobbly candles. I'm not quite sure how they're made, but they look really interesting, and they really sort of appealed to me, especially as they've got different coloured sort of inside. So when you burn this one, the wax will drip and it will be red, and with this purple one, it will drip the white wax down it. So I feel like I'm holding a microphone here. So yeah, so they're really pretty. I can't wait to use those. I don't know if I'm going to use them in a spell or whether I'm just going to sort of wait till Halloween and maybe do something special then. So yeah, so I got these candles, and as I say, they're absolutely gorgeous. I'll be putting up, or trying to put up, the prices and where I got these things from and stuff as well on the screen. There's some things that I got that I can't remember where I got them from, or maybe how much they were, but anyway, I'll do my best. So yeah, that's these candles. And the next thing that caught my eye was these tarot cards, and I've kind of had my eye on these tarot cards for quite a while, and I know a lot of people say tarot cards should really be gifted to you, or you know, given to you by someone else, but as far as I can think, I've bought all of my pretty much all of my divination things. My pendulum, the silver one that I've got, that was given to me as a gift, but anything else divination wise, I've kind of bought for myself. So I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's the tarot of, I think it says Marseille on it. So I've seen that. I've not actually opened it, it's still shrink wrapped. This actually cost me $14.99. So I will open it. I want to, when I open it, I do want to consecrate the cards, because I have consecrated all of my divination tools and everything that I use. So yeah, so I got that. I might do a run through on that, but that's what I got from Starchild, was these lovely tarot cards. Yeah, so that's on the back. That's what's on the back there. So yeah, so I got those. They're very small. Can't wait to use them. And also, just to mention, what drew my eye to these was the fact that they look very sort of medieval, sort of 1500s type art, as it were. So that's kind of what drew me to them as well. Okay, so the next thing or things that I'm going to show you are the herbs, and what I'm going to do is I will be putting up information about these herbs and what they can be used for. And so I got some lime flower, which is this. I don't know if you can see that okay, but I've got that lime flower to use. Okay, and so I've got this witch hazel herb, which I've wanted for quite a long time, and I've never got round to getting until now. So I've got that as well. And these are all 25-gram packs, by the way. I don't get sort of, because they did have bigger amounts. There was 25, 50 or 100-gram packs, but I thought 25 will, you know, that'll suffice me, because when I do my rituals, I don't use, I mean, I do use herbs, but I don't use a whole ton, just like a little sprinkling. So, you know, that'll do me quite a long time. And witch hazel, just, it's always appealed to me. So yeah, I'll be using that at some point. So the next herb that I got, which I love, is thyme. I'm sure all of you are familiar with that. So I got some thyme because it smells beautiful when it burns. And yeah, it's just one of those kind of witchy staple herbs, you know, that kind of thing. So last but not least is this vervain herb. So I don't think I've got any of this. I might do, I can't even remember. I've got that many herbs now, but I saw it in the jar and I thought, oh yeah, I'll have 25 grams of that. So yeah, so I got some vervain as well. The next thing I got was a holder for holding like those small spell candles that you can get. So I got this. There we go. Sort of triple moon. It's a triple moon pentacle, you know, candle holder. As I say, you put the candle in there and let it burn. So I thought I'd have something a bit different on my altar for when I do candle spells, because that is my favourite form of magic. Can't remember where I got this from, and I think it was like £3. It could have been Happy Glastonbury, somewhere like that I bought this, but I can't remember now. So anyway, so I got that. This was a gift from my lovely husband. So yeah, so I got this gorgeous selenite wand. It's all kind of twisty. It's beautiful in the light. So yeah, my lovely husband bought me this and it is gorgeous. It will be going on my altar, and I've just wanted something like this for a long time. As you know, a lot of my crystals are you know, like the small sort of tumbled stones and whatnot, and then I saw this and I was like, oh, I'd love to have this. And yeah, so he bought that for me and it's gorgeous. So I cannot wait to use this in one of my spells, and as I say, it'll probably sit on my altar for quite a while. So it's absolutely stunning. And oh, it's got a bit of and a bit of oh, what's it called, like cellophane stuff stuck to it, because that's what it came wrapped in, and so I took all that off. Well, I tried my best to anyway. So but yeah, so I'm looking forward to one of these. And as a lot of you know, selenite doesn't need to be charged by the moon. It carries its own charge, and it can even charge other crystals as well. So yeah, I got that and it's stunning. I can't stop looking at it. But yeah, so I'm really happy with that. Okay, so some more crystals that I got were these. Right, I got 5 more, so I'm just going to show you them individually, and I'll put up on the screen what they can be used for within your magical practice. I think this is called lemon chrysoprase. I don't know how you pronounce that, but it's a very pretty looking stone. So there we go, that looks really, really pretty. As you can see, it's got that lemony colour, and it's sort of got orangey, browny sort of little markings on it as well. So this one, as far as I know, this is my next one, and this is called Lepidolite. Lepidolite, something like that. Oh, so that's another pretty one that you can see through. It reminds me a little bit of amethyst, and that's that sodalite crystal as well. It's like a mixture of the two. I don't know if it is, but that's what it reminds me of. So yeah, there's that as well, very pretty. Dumortierite, this is called. So I've had trouble trying to pronounce this, but it's a bluey sort of colour with I don't know, it's got sort of paler bits. It's got blue markings on it, but there's like a sort of browny yellow pale bit in there as well. So That's absolutely stunning. I love that one. I do like my blues and my purples. So now the names are getting a bit easier. I just thought I'd get the difficult ones out of the way. The next one is white howlite. I might have some of this already, but I saw this particular stone and thought it was really pretty. I just love the fact that it looks all marble effect. It is white, but it's got those grey sort of markings on it. So it's an absolutely gorgeous stone. So there's that one. And last but not least is zebra stone. And I think you can see why. These have all come from Happy Glastonbury as far as I know. So yeah, there's that. Oh, it almost reminds me of like a tooth. I don't know, it's got like a pointy bit on it, but yeah. So there's that as well. That's very pretty. And that's it for my crystals anyway so far. So they're my 6 crystals. As I say, I've got that selenite wand and the other 5 crystals I've just shown you. So I think now I'm going to move on to some books that I bought. So the first book that I got was this book on tarot cards. And it shows you all the different types of tarot cards that you can get. That's the back, just thought I'd show you there. And in this, it's obviously got all the blurb and stuff, but that's the classic Rider-Waite ones. Let's have a look, let's see what else we've got. Then you have these as well, so they're very sort of medieval looking type tarot cards. And I'll just show you one more lot as well, because I won't go through all of them because we'll be here all day. And we have the Druid Craft Tarot deck there as well. So that's really, really pretty, really lovely. I wouldn't mind getting that actually. Maybe for Christmas. But yeah, so there's that as well. So this book, it just sort of tells you about, you know, all the different styles of tarot cards and the history and one thing and another. And this is by Isabella Alston and Catherine Dixon. So yeah, that's a good one that I'm going to have a good look at. So I got this book because it really like sort of shouted out at me, and I just thought it looks really fascinating. And it's called Witch, and it says the wild ride from Wicked to Wicca. So I thought that'd be an interesting read. And this one's by Candice Savage. So you've got that, and it says on the back, I'll just read the little blurb bit. More than 500 years after the first witch poked her skeletal hand out of the shadows, she and her descendants retain full authority as embodiments of female rage and rebellion. This is the first book to fully trace their wild ride across the centuries. And it just says, sumptuous paintings, intricate woodcuts, and enchanting drawings portray the witch in all her guises. From the powerful to the horrific, to the glamorous, and even to the ridiculous. So yeah, this looks like quite a fun book to read, and it will be a really interesting one to have a look through as well. It's just, as I say, it's going back to the earliest times that witches were mentioned, up to now really. So yeah, so there's that book as well. And this next book is by Kate West, as you all know. She's one of my favourite authors. And this is The Real Witch's Craft, Magical Techniques and Guidance for a Full Year of Practicing the Craft. So I haven't got this book by Kate West, but I've wanted it for a while. So on the back of this book it says The Modern Witch's Advanced Guide to Powerful Magic Making. Following on from The Real Witch's Handbook, the most popular introduction to Wicca, Kate West takes you on the next part of the Real Witch's journey. I won't read it all, but it says sort of in the more bold text, techniques of meditation, energy raising and visualization, how to work on the astral plane, path working and developing your sixth sense, using the skills of moon magic to intensify your spells, which is one that I'm definitely interested in, deflecting negative energies and balancing the elements, and last but not least, designing your own spells and finding your totem animal. So that's all in this book. A lot of good information in here, so you know, it's one that I'll probably be using as like a reference book. I will read it obviously, but it will be things that I'll refer to. So I do like a bit of Kate West, and yeah, she's a fantastic author and her books are beautiful as well. So there we go. Last thing that I bought was from a shop called Enlightenment, and I bought this. A lovely singing bowl, and I have this as well to go with it. So I have got a singing bowl, but it's not the greatest, and it was quite cheap. This one with the, I don't know what you call this, the bonger. This altogether costs £42, so I think this was 30 something, and then this was a few quid more. So yeah, it's really lovely. That's the, oh, hang on a minute, let's take the label off. Yeah, it was 35 quid, it says on the bottom. So it's £35, which makes this, my maths is blooming awful, £7, something like that. So I'm going to give this a bowl. I'll sit back a bit so you can hear it. I'll use this hand, I think. There we go. So just hold it like so. I'm shaking because I need to eat something. And so yeah, so that makes such a beautiful sound, really, really nice. I mean, my other one, as I say, I've had it for a lot of years, it's probably just got bashed a bit over time and whatnot, so that might be the issue, but this is perfect, and I need to practice a bit more with doing that because sometimes I don't get it first time. But yeah, it's great. So it's a really lovely thing to have. So there's that. Last but not least, this isn't something I bought, but this is something that I more collected from Chalice Well Gardens. So this came from the White Spring. This is just a plastic bottle that I had a drink. I bought a drink from a shop, drank it and cleaned this bottle out, and so gathered water from the White Spring at the Chalice Well Gardens. This, it's still got the label on it, but I left it on so I knew which one was the White Spring and which one was from the Red Well, as it's also called. So this is water from the Red Well, and I mean, if you look at it, it's got a slight different colour to the white, but that won't pick up on camera very much, but I think there's a slight difference. So I will be using both of these in my magical practice, and I'll probably be using some of this water to consecrate some of my tools and my crystals, things like that. Obviously I know you can't get water on certain crystals, I am aware of that. That was one thing that I think when I can't remember which crystal I bought, but I bought a crystal and the lady in the shop was like, oh, you do know you can't get this near water? And I was like, yeah, I know. This isn't my first rodeo, people. But, you know, I didn't want to tell her, oh, yes, I have a YouTube channel, a witchy one, and I've done a video on crystals and ones that you shouldn't get near water and whatnot. But I thought, no, I won't mention that because that's a bit, like, big-headed and whatnot. So excuse me if I'm sweating, it is very warm today. Yes, anyway, so yeah, so they're my goodies that I got from Glastonbury when I went. I'm really pleased with everything I got. I managed to get my sister-in-law a little magnet with the tour on it, because she just loves, you know, collecting magnets or receiving magnets when people go away and stuff, so that's her thing. And I got my mum like it was like one of those, not holographic pictures, but one of those 3D type pictures, and it had like a lady on it with 2 dragons and that. So I got my mum that because it looked really pretty. So yeah, I've got all sorts of bits and bobs, and yeah, it was a great trip, as I say. So so that's it for my haul video. And if you did enjoy it, then please like and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, please hit that bell notification and click all, so you get notifications of all my latest videos. And if you've got any comments or questions or anything like that, then just pop them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer. But for now, from my very, very hot and sweaty self, it is goodbye, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks very much for watching.